My opponent claims that if an animal is safe from drugs, we are safe, but I disagree. According to PTA, population studies demonstrated the mechanism of transformation from AIDS and other diseases and infections, but also showed how these diseases can be prevented. Where animals have shown no real results of preventing or treating AIDS, also according to National Institutes of Health, they have reported more than 80 HIVs and AIDS vaccines that have passed animal testing but have failed human clinical trials. Animal research is not right for our society. With animal research, scientists may think that they are doing what's right, but they aren't. Scientists believe that animals react the same to drugs and ointments the same as we humans do. We don't. Animals react different to antibiotics than we do. Within the research, scientists have killed more than 10 million animals, such as rats, mice, frogs, dogs, cats, and many more, just in U.S. laboratories. Scientists need to realize what they are doing to animals is not a good thing. There are homeless people who would try makeup or a hairspray for a few bucks on an animal who does not have a say in what's happened in their life. And in a recent experiment that has been going on for decades, they have killed over 125,000 monkeys each year. Scientists wanted to test monkeys for mental illness. This is significant because for these diseases for decades of capturing and testing on monkeys has showed nothing. In the experiment, baby monkeys were separated from their mothers at birth. Most monkeys died before their 8th birthday. This was stopped by PETA Institutes by protesting to the government about animals dying. This research is given faulty results and mainly no results. My team and I have stated that animals have died because of lab testing, and the testing gives faulty results. But would you like to be standing in the lab as the animals who are screaming, yelling, and crying for help?
My opponents may say that many innocent animals are taken from their natural habitats each year, but I disagree. The California Biomedical Research Association has explained that most of the animals used in biomedical research are specifically raised in labs for the use of research. Only 0.75% of animals used in biomedical research are cats, dogs, and primates, unlike what most people think and believe. Also, only 4.25% of animals used in biomedical research include rabbits, guinea pigs, frogs, sheep, fish, and species similar to those. Most importantly, only 95% of the animals used in biomedical research are mice and rats that are specifically bred for research. Therefore, most animals used in biomedical research aren't taken away from their natural habitats. Also, my opponents may also say that animal testing isn't necessary because there are companies that have products that are cruelty-free, but we disagree. Opposing viewpoints states that these companies say that they don't test their products. It means that the whole product wasn't tested, but every individual ingredient bought from manufacturers has been tested on animals. Therefore, the product that has been tested at some point, showing the companies are never truly cruelty-free. My opponents may also say that animal testing isn't necessary due to the fact that scientists can replace animal testing by using tissue cells and organs, but my teammate and I disagree. While tissue cells and organs can reduce the amount of animals used for research, it couldn't completely replace animal testing, because tissue cells and organs can be used for chemical testing but not for vitro testing. If tissue cells and organs were used in vitro testing, they wouldn't give an accurate result for humans, putting their lives in danger. Therefore, tissue cells and organs can't completely replace animal testing.
Is it? Talk real loud.
While my opponent may say that animal testing is wrong because animals are different than humans and will get different results, and that animals don't help further us in science. My teammate and I have explained that by testing on animals, society has gotten more information and breakthroughs involving medicine. We also talked about how if the animal that is taking the treatment is sick and the medicine works, then it's a win-win for everyone. The animal is cured, and we know that the medicine is safe. Thus, animal testing benefits not only humans, but animals also. Finally, we explained how testing of potentially life-saving medicine first on animals rather than humans would prevent a huge outbreak of sickness if the medicine failed. What my opponents failed to mention about the company PETA is that they are a biased company. In their videos they put on the website, it shows animals being mistreated by scientists. But what they fail to mention is that there are federal guidelines that all scientists have to follow when testing on animals. If scientists violate this federal law, we agree that they should be prosecuted in a federal court. But that doesn't mean that all animal testing should be banned. Another point of consideration is that our opponent believes scientists only test medications on animals. This is faulty reasoning on my opponent's part. Alternative testing methods are also utilized, but scientists say they are not as effective. In other words, the California Biomedical Research Association said, quote, "Whenever possible, researchers do use non-animal models for research. Computer models, tissue cells, cell samples, and a number of non-animal methods are also used. However, animal testing remains a necessary practice. Blindness cannot be studied with alternative testing methods, and you cannot study high blood pressure with other methods." This is significant because people only think scientists test on animals and don't care how the animal feels. But this article shows that they do use other methods to test, but they are not as effective as animal testing. My teammate and I have shown that there are more benefits for society that comes out of animal testing than disadvantages. According to an article in the London newspaper, it states, "Animal testing has played a critical role in just about every medical breakthrough of the century. Animal testing has led to cures in cancers, HIV or AIDS, heart disease, stroke, Parkinson's disease, and diabetes, just to name a few. Where would we be as a society without these? Saying we should take away animal testing is like saying we should all be vegetarians. It's unrealistic and a bad decision."
As my opponent may say that animal testing is more beneficial than disadvantages, but we disagree because animals have some rights. Even though that you have your pets, even though you cannot even abuse them, that's a law that pedestrians follow. But why do scientists do it? So this is significant because, as my last argument stated, that animals die on starvation, thirst, bad inhalation means that it's still animal abuse, and scientists get to do it, so why can't we? Therefore, even though my opponent may say that it's beneficial, means that we do not. That means that we do not match, or we cannot kill them, hit them, or whatever.